Good morning, my darlings. My name is Victoria and this is Veritas Tarot. I love to do readings for love, obviously love of another, but most importantly love for oneself, because you can't pour from an empty cup, hence my cup of tea tarot. And also in England, there's nothing that a good cup of tea and a chat with a good friend can't help with. And today we're going to have that cup of tea and a natter with Spirit and see what messages they have for you. If the reading resonates, Capricorn, please let me know in the description, in the comment section below. And if it doesn't, please don't try and make it fit. There are lots of other amazing readers out there. This reading will be for somebody who's most needing to hear it in the right time it is for them, whether it's today, tomorrow, or in a year's time. So I'm going to do your Six of Cups soulmate reading, and we are going to use my Celtic Tarot deck. And I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to pull headspace and heart space for you, headspace and heart space for your soulmate. We're going to pull advice from Spirit, and then I'm going to do you an oracle card as well. So let's see where you are in your headspace at the moment, how you're thinking about things in your life, and let's ask Spirit. Thank you very much, Capricorn. Thank you, Spirit. Where is Capricorn in their headspace at the moment? Sometimes they get overexcited and too many cards come out, but I just like to take one card at a time. There we are. Well, that's a fantastic start. You've got the Chariot. So the Chariot's beautiful. I mean, this particular card's absolutely amazing. Wherever you are in an extraordinary space of manifesting at the moment. And you've got these two dragons here, and dragons also are about very much protective energy around you. Dragons are about very much being aware of the magic of the universe and the power of your words and your thoughts in manifestations, because you know that I am, and whatever you put out of it creates your reality. So you are very much knowing where you want to go. You are being utterly guided by Spirit here. Do you see as well with the stars too? And I think you're finding it quite effortless at the moment. I mean, I think there is that you've got your wand here, but you're also, you're not holding on. You're not holding on to the dragons. You're not guiding them. You're allowing the universe to take you at the moment where you're feeling guided to go to, and that's absolutely beautiful to see. And you're very grounded with the green as well. This is a new cycle for you, a new start for you with the dawn coming through as well. So absolutely fantastic, my darling. What a fantastic first start for your headspace, because it takes a lot to get to that, and it doesn't just happen overnight, as you know. So where are you in your heart space? Where are Capricorn in their heart space? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ooh, too many cards. Well, I'm going to take that top one. You've got the Merlin, so you've got effectively what is the Hermit. Again, so you've got two major arcanas that have come out. So this has been a big journey for you. And in your heart space, you have understood the importance of going within. You've understood that if we look outside for the answers, they tend to be the wrong answers. And it's only by going within that we come to understand ourselves in connection to our higher self, our soul, in connection to another. We understand that relationships are all given to us for the evolution of our soul. And my darling, you've really done some work here. And I'm also seeing with the cliff here, you've been do you see how this is a moving card here, and this is very much in a stillness. You've been very much guided to look beyond your current situation, to look beyond to the horizon, to stand on that cliff. Not a lot of people want to stand on the edge of a cliff there, and that's that sort of Fool card about taking the leap of faith. And you've very much been guided, and you see as well that the sun's coming up here too, and the water. You're at a space in your heart where you just have your knowing, and you know what I know by knowing. I mean, a hope is one thing and a belief is another, but a knowing is another. And look at this beautiful stillness of the water here. You're at a place of peace. So well done. That's absolutely beautiful. Now we're going to pull for your soulmate where they are at the moment in their headspace, and then we'll do their heart space. So where are Capricorn's Soulmate in their headspace. Too many cards. Thank you, thank you, thank you. One card. So in their headspace, they have the Druid, which is the Hierophant. It's a sort of card about marriage, alliance, partnerships and everything. So what I'm feeling is here that they are in a relationship with another, and it's very much a relationship where they are learning from the other person. So I think you have come to understand that to be grateful for whatever experiences that your soulmate is going through and whoever they're going through that with, because God sends many people to us to help trigger things that need to be healed within us. And I believe here that whatever they're learning, it's something that's been divinely guided, and they're having to look at each other and they're having to look at their relationship in terms of whether it's something that's for their greatest good. But you've learned to be grateful for that relationship and understand that everything happens for us, and therefore it's happening for your soulmate. What's in their heart space for you? Too many cards. Lots of cards. What's in Capricorn's soulmate's heart space for them? Thank you, thank you, thank you. I just want to go back to this card as well. Do you see here the snake and the egg? That's all about rebirth. So whatever's happening for your soulmate, it is allowing them to go through a cycle and come out in a new awareness. And we go through cycles in our life, and if we learn and grow from one cycle, then we enter into the next cycle with a higher vibration and a more of a soul evolution. If we don't, we repeat the cycle. But I do believe here with the snake and the egg that both of them are going through an awakening process. How do they feel in their heart space for you? You've got the Five of Cups. So, you know, the Five of Cups, as you know, is a card of remorse and guilt and looking back. So whatever they have has happened between, I'm not going to say what they've done, but whatever has happened between you has put them in a space of just very sad space, a very sad space. They're ignoring these Two of Cauldrons, these Two of Cups here. And the pearls represent the tears as well that has happened in this situation. And I don't know if there are children involved, because Two of the Cups are upright. It's only one that's fallen over here. So if there are children involved, those children are bringing them an awful lot of happiness. They are, with the pig here, they are coming to an understanding about their part to play in the situation, because that's what that represents, that sort of taking ownership of various things. And I think this period of time that we spent a lot of time, as I always say, God sent us to our rooms to think in the last few months. They have learnt a lot about themselves and their relationship with you and another during this time. I like to see the river in this card because it's very still, and one of the things I always like to say is that we, just like a boat on a river, that it's to go with the flow, to take our oars up of fear and anxiety and to see where it leads. And our soul, who's our greatest, bestest friend ever, is already down that river, having worked out what is for our greatest good. So although they're looking at those three cups, they are looking at that water, and they're coming to that understanding about, I'm getting about not controlling things so much. So let's just see what, I'm going to pull advice from Spirit for you next with these cards, and then we'll do an oracle card and a couple of others as well. Oh, too many cards. Thank you, thank you, thank you. One advice from Spirit, please. Thank you. Well, you've got, flipped out, you've got the Four of Swords. So that is the healing card. And this relationship has, you know, it has, whatever you are doing with your life, you have gone through this healing process to now get to where you want, and your balance, and you understand your boundaries, and you know what you want. And so Spirit is saying this is still a healing process for you, okay? And when you're going through a healing process, it can speed up sometimes, like the Chariot. It can slow down. There is only a natural pace for you, and you will learn things at the time you're meant to learn them. And if things aren't happening for you at this pace that you want them to happen, do remember you're being divinely guided and divinely protected. And if they're not happening for you at the pace that you want them to happen, it's because it's not at the right time for you. You are being protected. Advice from Spirit is to spend a lot of time continuing to go within, and you are very much receiving what you need to receive in that space that you are in as well. And it's about it's about learning to be vulnerable. It's about learning to speak your truth as well. So I think that's a very, very beautiful card to have there. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Mother card, which is the Empress card. So the Empress, she's awesome. I mean, she has very much learned what she doesn't want to know what she does want. She's learned her contrast. She's cut out of her life anything that doesn't serve her. She again is sitting by that river, and she's dropping those acorns in of manifestation because she knows her soul is down the river sorting it all out for her. And it's about being in the moment. It's about saying, I am grateful, I am happy, I am blessed. Because things that you may have that you're not aware of that are so fabulous and amazing, just everyday things, could be somebody else's manifestations. So do remember that as well. There's always something to be incredibly grateful for. And this is on the bottom of the deck. So you've very much stepped into that Empress mode, and I think you're allowing things to happen in the natural flow that they're meant to happen, and you understand that. So Spirit's saying well done. But do remember, be grateful for everything, because everything we're given is a gift. Whether it's an amazing surprise, delight, experience, love of another, or something that makes us feel very uncomfortable. It's how we choose to receive it that makes the difference. So now we're going to pull you. I want to pull my Animal Tarot and to see, actually no, we're going to do my Everyday Witch Tarot and just do some clarifiers on these cards for you. So let's clarify the Chariot. Oh, that flew out. It's just, there's too many cards. Thank you very much. So look, you've got the Three of Swords. So this is, do you remember I said you've gone through a lot? So you've gone through this to get to here. And the Three of Swords is that heartache. It could be that third party that I have talked about. You have spent time going within. I think one of the pieces of advice from Spirit is there's something very beautiful about doing unconscious letter writing, where you write to whoever you want to write to. You write a letter from your soul, and it's you don't think about what the words you're using. You just write, and you don't show it to them. You don't read it yourself. You don't take back in those energies. And you then burn it outside, and you let go and you let God. So I think you've spent a lot of time on your own, a lot of time in solitude, which is a good thing, because look at that Hermit card there as well. And I think you've been having some dreams as well, and it's advice as well to keep that dream journal, to write down things that happen, because dreams we have are whispers from our soul in that sort of quiet of the night when we can hear them. And you're definitely getting messages, do you see, with the bird here? So this has led to this, and I'm really, it's well done, darling, from Spirit, because you have been protected, you have been guided, and whatever has happened here has happened for the evolution of your soul, because look at where you are now. I mean, that's amazing. So let's look at the Hermit, which is in your heart space. Please clarify, Merlin, thank you very much. So look, you've got the Six of Wands. So beautiful card, love this card. The Six of Wands is about being victorious, okay? And whatever this is what you've come to understand. But whatever you have learnt from this relationship, all the gifts that you've been given, the healing of your inner child, whatever gifts of learning that your soulmate is giving you or has given you in order for you to evolve and to come into this sort of more awakened, aware state about who you are and what you want and what is good for you and the healthy boundaries, etc. You've received so many gifts that you're very aware of. You're very happy now to share those gifts with others. And people are listening to you and they're learning from you. And some people may be a little bit envious of where you are because they don't really understand how you've managed to get to this space. But you keep being in that space, because the more you can show love to another, the more you can help another, the more you are also giving to yourself. Because as I say to you, I say to myself. And that is something that you have learnt, and that's only from going within. When you go within and you learn your self-love and your self-worth and healthy boundaries, then you're able to give unconditionally, because you're not a bucket with lots of holes in the bottom with all this, or you're constantly overfilling with love. So that's absolutely fabulous. Your soulmate, they had the druid in their heart space. So please clarify the druid spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, so do you remember I talked to you about what they're learning with each other? You've got the 5 of Wands here. So in his headspace, he is in this relationship that he's getting triggers, and he or she are getting triggers, and he or she also in the relationship getting triggers. But it is all designed to help them heal from maybe patterns of behavior or past cycles. But they are, God is giving them this gift, and if this is your person that's in this relationship, be grateful for whatever's happening here. Don't get involved in it. I'm going to say to you, in your heart space, you're in the 6 of Wands, okay? And in his head space, he's in the 5 of Wands. Now, she is ignoring anything behind her. So don't get involved in any negative energies. Do not get involved in this. Everybody has to learn from their own experiences. You cannot fix somebody else. You can only fix yourself. You can only mend yourself. And so allow this to happen, because it's all happening and it's all being divinely guided as well. How they're feeling in their heart space. We have the 5 of Cauldrons, remember the 5 of Cups. So let's clarify. You've got the 9 of Swords. So, bless them, not very happy. The 9 of Swords, it's kind of that mental mind stuff going on, and not really knowing quite which way to turn. There's a lot of sadness there. There's not anger there. You know, the swords have all been put away. They've been hung up, so they know that it's love, but it's regret and remorse. And I think there's been a lot of, if there hasn't been a lot of communication between you, there's been a lot of thought on their side, a lot of heart-wrenching thought about getting in contact with you. And you see this little bird here looking at the dawn. They want something new with you, but they're not quite sure how to go about it. And when you get into that state of not going with the flow and not trusting your heart or trusting what your instinct says, then you go into that fear space, which is where they are in at the moment. So bless them and send them love and light. Don't be cross or angry with them, because remember, everybody, sorry, excuse my dogs for a second. They do bark. I'm just going to go and grab one. Hello, my darling. Sorry about that with my naughty dogs that have a tendency to woof at even a fly. Anyway, moving on with your reading, I'm looking at the 4 of Swords, which was the advice from Spirit about healing, because you have been in that 3 of Swords space, and that's what's led to you now in this space of beginning to understand, manifestations, and being in a space of understanding about how protected you are and moving forward with kind of the magic of the universe around you. But Spirit is also saying this is very much a time still of healing and not to rush whatever's meant to happen in divine timing. So let's clarify the Four of Swords for you. Let's clarify the Four of Swords. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's been I know your healing time has been quite a vulnerable time, but I do feel you felt very protected, and it's been a very enlightening time for you. Too many cards, thank you. One card please, thank you. You've got two cards again. Well, I'm going to take both of them. You've got the Chariot again, so, and you've also got the Seven of Cups. So this is just clarifying what I was talking about, that let's just leave that one there. The Seven of Cups is about options, confusion, which way to go, which not way to go. And this Seven of Cups is really rather nice because it's all sort of beautiful options for you to choose from. But you are confused. You are choosing love, which is lovely. You are choosing love. But this again goes back to, there are many different ways sometimes the universe works, and there may be paths that you're meant to go on which are not quite the path that you thought originally, or it might just be another way of getting to what you wish for. But Spirit is saying, you know, do move forward, but move forward with a knowledge that sometimes the universe will surprise you with options and things that come in, and take your time. Don't rush it. But you're beginning to really understand all of the crazy magic of in that manifestation mode of knowing that you create your own reality and that these are your choices to make. But Seven of Cups is one of, you know, being slightly confused. So wait for the right answer. The universe, God, will always give you the answer at the right time for you. So if it hasn't come in yet, it just means it's not the right time, and you will know when it's the right time to go in the direction that your soul's guiding you to go in. So I hope that makes sense. I am going to now pull you. Oh, and on the bottom of that deck, you've got the World card. So how beautiful is that? I mean, the World card is again, it's a pause moment in your life. And the World card is saying that you have come to the end of a cycle. You're about to go into a new cycle. And it's for you to take time out and just have a pause at the moment. Although you feel like you want to move forward, wait for the signs, wait for the synchronicities. It'll all happen in the way it's meant to happen. And you have you're sitting down, you're relaxed, you're in touch with your emotions, you're in touch with your feelings, you're in touch with soul. And remember with water as well, I always loved the whole thing about the ocean, because, you know, each of us is a little bit of God. We all are part of this global, beautiful universe consciousness. And one drop of water is one drop of water, but it all makes up the ocean. So you're very much in touch with that. And the lovely thing about the World card also for me is that it is a time of your life when you are, as I said, connected with as above, down below, but you're also able to share your experiences, your knowledge, your love with others around you. So I'm very happy to see that there. Let's pull you one of my animal tarots and see what messages are here for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Can I have one message, please, for Capricorn? Thank you, thank you, thank you. There's one. Well, you have the Magician, so that's absolutely wonderful. Look at that. So that's the universe saying, well done, darling. You understand about creating your own reality and the power of being grateful and happy and being in the moment. And although I haven't got my glasses on, I will read this to you. And look, there's the symbol, the infinity symbol for enlightenment. So it's a very beautiful card. And it says the unicorn. There is magic in the air. You can manifest everything you need to be successful. So that's just confirmation from Spirit about well done you. Look at those two beautiful cards in your space you are. That's just wonderful. And of course the horse is also about the free spirit, and the white horse is about that, not just your free spirit, but about approaching things from a beautiful, playful, peaceful type of way. I'm also going to pull you one of my angel and ancestors cards. Which is another one of my favourite decks, and you have got, here we go, you have got 2 cards have come out. You've got snake, you've got shed the old skin. So isn't that lovely? This is all about a rebirth for you, which we were talking about. And you've also got the Knight card, be brave and honest. So if you look at the Knight card, I love this card because the white is representing the peace. The sword is representing speaking your truth, you know, being honest about where you are right now, not just to others, but also to yourself. And the red rose there is about your passions. And can you see here, there? And also there are buds coming up too. So this is all about your manifestations that have come into your experience now and those that are due to come in as well. So I think that's very, very beautiful. So I hope you like that, Capricorn. I'm sorry about the little interlude with my naughty dogs, and I hope you have a lovely week, and I look forward to having a chat and a natter with you and Spirit over a cup of tea next week. Take care, my darlings. Bye bye.